The slam dunk home run for them is getting this relationship, getting this monthly contract, getting an extra person in their CRM.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Austin Davis, and in this video I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how we closed a $55,000 per year pressure washing and window cleaning contract. It is pretty cold outside, so I'm gonna set you guys on a tripod, put some hand warmers on, put some gloves on, get into the window cleaning, and we'll get into how we got this done. Also, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers this year. We didn't make it happen last year. We'll see if we can make it this year. Let's get right into it.
All right, guys, so in this video, we're gonna break down how I got the job, what the job entails are, and in the end, we'll break down the numbers and how I got it to make sense for me. So for starters, this is a brand new community way outside of my city. Normally, I do not go this far out, but for this, I have no problems doing so, and you'll soon see why. I got a call about a month ago from a luxury home builder who told me that he has 3 sales offices, which are basically just model homes that he was looking to get cleaned. At first, this is just a one-time cleaning. I knew nothing about reoccurring on a monthly basis at this point. I got this call from being top rated on Google, and if you're looking for website help and how to get there, check out my program. It's the first link in the description. Super affordable, and I'm gonna help you guys find success in this business. So when I met him in person to walk around these 3 homes, he told me that he tried calling 2 other companies closer to this community location, and they wouldn't pick up the phone, which I wanna be surprised about, but then again, I'm not surprised because this is something that I've heard again and again and again. I get calls all the time saying how other companies would not get back to them. So side note, if you're worried about competition getting into this business, this is just another reason not to be. Most people are asleep at the wheel. The home builder told me that he wanted to get all 3 homes pressure washed and all the windows cleaned, as well as get all the exterior light fixtures wiped, furniture wiped down, and really anything else that needed to be cleaned. So this is kind of a unique because we don't really do exterior furniture cleaning, TV wiping, all these little oddball exterior cleaning that he needed, which would mostly be done by traditional housekeepers. But being the businessman that I am, I told myself that we'll really do anything in the realm of exterior cleaning as long as the price is right. So at the time, these 3 homes were about 3,200 square foot each. Each had about 50 windows and a bunch of exterior staged furniture. I shot them a price of $3,850 for all 3 homes, the window cleaning and all the oddball stuff, which is pretty much market value for a home of that size. Worked out to be $1,280 per home. Well, after we got done with that service, they were really impressed, and they asked me what I would charge to do it twice a month. I was a little taken back because I thought, why on earth would they need it done that often? The homes are already practically brand new and just got done with my first service. They told me it's very important that the windows stay clean and the home stay free of any cobwebs when they're walking clients in and out of the home. So I came up with $1,500 per month to keep the windows clean and do any kind of pressure washing, which would mainly be window cleaning, just because after you pressure wash one time, it's going to probably take a little bit of a while to get any dirt daubers or mold or algae to grow back. So for all intensive purposes, it's mostly window cleaning. Worked out to be $250 per cleaning, 3 homes, 6 cleanings per month, $1,500. That was the agreement, which I was okay with because the window cleaning with the water fed pole would take about 35 to 45 minutes per home. So a week after we got the agreement signed, I get an email from the guy saying, "Hey Austin, the powers that be want to add additional model homes that we have at another neighboring neighborhood." I was like, holy crap, you gotta be kidding. I went and looked, and it turned out to be 8 other homes that they were looking to add to the reoccurring plan. So let's go ahead and break out the new numbers. All right, guys, let's get into the numbers of this contract. First thing I wanna say is, man, I get a lot of DMs on my Instagram and on Facebook all the time saying, "Hey Austin, we have this huge contract. I have an opportunity to do a big building. It's 50,000, it's 80,000, it's 100,000 square foot. There's 500, there's 1,200 windows, whatever those numbers are. How should I bid it? I charge 20 cents per square foot and I'm getting a big number. Should I go ahead and send that estimate?" Guys, I've lost a lot of commercial business over the last 5 years. I've been in business 5 years, okay? For the first 2 years, I really lost a lot of opportunities by not knowing how to bid commercial correctly, okay? You guys got to think about it. Commercial is not gonna be your biggest slam dunk as far as pricing goes. Yeah, you'll look at the check and there'll be a bunch of numbers on it, but as far as per square foot, you know, if you charge a residential customer 20 cents per square foot for a house wash, you're not gonna be able to do that for a commercial, okay? So, you know, because you're just gonna land with, you're gonna land on a very large number, and what's gonna happen is they're going out getting 3, 4, 5 bids at most times. The next guy's gonna come right in under you, okay, and look at the job and say, "Hey, how much am I willing to work for per day, per hour?" And okay, maybe it's $1,000 or $1,500 per day times, I don't know, 2 or 3 days to get the job done, plus a little bit of chemicals and whatnot, other minor expenses. That's my estimate. They're setting a $5,000 estimate. It'll take them 3 days. You're sending a $20,000 estimate. You look like a fool. You definitely missed their business, and you're probably not going to get a call again. So let me show you guys how I bid commercial and how I got this contract to make sense for me. Okay, so
Every home, 11 homes, 3,000 square foot per home. Total square foot is 33,000 square foot if you're gonna add up all the square footages together. 50 windows per home, 550 windows total, okay? So if you're gonna bid commercial, like if your price per window is $10 or $12, let's say it's $12, and your your residential house washing price is 20 cents per square foot, well, 33,000 times 0.20 is 6,600. And look, it just so happens that 550 windows times $12 per window is 6,600 as well. You shoot them, and this is on a bi-monthly basis, or even if it's a twice or three times per year basis. If you shoot them $13,200 on a monthly to clean these houses and windows, do you think they're going to accept that? I don't think so. Okay, they're going to look at that and be like, "Wow, seriously?" You know, that's how much you're going to charge on a monthly basis to go out and clean these 11 homes. So let me show you guys how I got this to make sense for me. Now again, you know, the job is pressure washing the exterior of the homes, making sure there's no dirt daubers, mold, or algae, and then obviously cleaning the windows. Now guys, let me ask you, if I clean and pressure wash the exterior of these homes, like do a full-on exterior house wash, how long do you guys think it's going to take for mold, algae, and dirt daubers and wasp nests to grow back? I can tell you, as far as mold and algae and organics go, at least a year, year and a half, depending on your area, okay? Dirt daubers, cobwebs, that's gonna be a case-by-case basis, at least a couple months. So it's fair to say after I do the pressure washing one time, I'm not gonna really have to fire up the power washer very too many times after that, unless we're talking 6 months goes by and whatnot. There'll be some instances where I have to fire up the power washer. But for the most part, we're talking about window cleaning, okay? So I can afford to go ahead and do the power washing at first, just to kind of get all that stuff off, just to make the rest of my life easier going forward with the window cleaning. So we're really talking about window cleaning and occasional power washing. So I really don't have to factor in the occasional power washing too much. I can a little bit, but guys, I'm not gonna be firing up the power washer every single time. It's mostly window cleaning, and of course they want the place to look right, so if I need to fire the power washer up, I will. But for all intents and purposes, we're talking about window cleaning. And these are brand new homes, guys, so they're brand new. That means the windows are brand new. That means the concrete and the siding, everything's brand new. It looks perfect. And we're talking about 50 windows per home, okay? If this was a residential house that I pulled up to on a one-time cleaning and I saw they had 50 windows and they're looking to get that cleaned, that's gonna be a $600 ticket for me. $12 per window, depending on how dirty it is. Could be more, could be less, but on average, $600 is what I'm cleaning windows for. Don't copy that pricing. That is my area pricing, okay? You know, it's probably not gonna work in your area. I live in a very influential, expensive part of the country, and that just is what it is, guys. Plumbing's expensive, working on your cars are expensive, yard work's expensive, it's expensive. So that's where we are, and that's a competitive price. I like to think I am kind of top of the market because I'm highly reputable, but for the most part, most guys are charging anywhere from $400 to $700, somewhere in there, okay? Now, it took me, I just got done doing this whole 11 homes a few days ago with a buddy, or one of my guys. So, who is my buddy? It took us about an average 30 to 45 minutes to do every single house. Okay, so it took us about, it was 2 days, probably one 5 and 1 6 hour day, about 11 hours to do all of these homes, because again, we've already done the pressure washing once. Now, and even when we did the pressure washing, it wasn't that much pressure washing, maybe an additional 30 minutes of light house washing and pressure washing, getting up all the dirt daubers and cobwebs off. It's not that much of a big pressure washing job, okay? Because they're brand new. So we're talking 30 to 45 minutes to assess the house and needs for pressure washing, and then water-fed pole all the windows, okay? There's 2 guys working, okay? So one guy can do any necessary power washing, the other guy can do the water-fed pole work. So 30 to 45 minutes. My business, I like to make $275 to $300 an hour, $250 an hour at a bare minimum, okay? And so what I did is I looked at it and I said, okay, I'm able to do these homes in 30 to 45 minutes because they're brand new and it's just window cleaning work and it's easy water-fed pole work. I don't need to scrub any of them. It's just minor dirt. If I want to make $275, $300 an hour and it takes me 30 to 45 minutes to do per home, well, I can safely charge $200
I can safely charge $200 per home. I know I'll be done in 30 to 45 minutes, and then we're going on the next home with still 15 to 30 minutes to spare. I'm gonna hit $275, $300 an hour if I can do it in 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, so now it goes, okay, if I'm hitting my numbers, let's multiply that out times 11 homes and let's see what we get. This is how I do my commercial estimates. I break it down, I factor in, I figure out how much I wanna make per hour, then I figure out how long it's gonna take me to actually do the job, and then I look at the number, and then I go from there. So we know it's $200 per home. There's 11 homes times $200, that's $2,200. That's in 2 days work, okay? My residential cleaning business, we're making anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 per day. Okay, so, this takes me 2 days. I'm a little short on what I usually make, but, this normally would not be okay if this was a one-time thing, guys, but guys, this is bi-monthly. How beautiful is that, okay? So we're doing times 2 because this is the first time we do it, but we're gonna come 2 weeks later and do the exact same job. So times 2, that's 4,400 on 4 days work, okay? Divided by 4 days, okay? $1,100 per day. Am I okay making $4,400 a month to work, to clean 11 homes that take me 30 minutes each, 30 to 45 minutes each? Yeah. And so this is what the issue is with people bidding commercial, is they don't really break it down too much. They're so tight on their pricing where they look at a big building and do the same thing. But what you guys don't understand is other businesses and people like me are gonna go into this job and not think about total square foot pricing and not think about the total window count times your rate. They're gonna break it down to how it makes sense. What are they willing to work for that makes sense for the person that's hiring us and that makes sense for us, okay? This is beneficial to me. $4,400 a month of guaranteed revenue, $54,000 per year, or $52,800 per year. It's actually the actual contract is $54,500. It's because actually this is wrong. It's $205. That's how I factored it in. So $205. You're actually going to get to $54,800. But anyway, $54,000 for basically a contract that's 11 homes, 22 cleanings per month to go out there and do a relatively easy job. That's money all day long, okay? And that's what people need to realize when they're bidding this stuff, especially when it's contract work. Contract work especially, you're gonna be there the next month or the next quarter or the next year or whatever your contract is. You need to break it down to how it makes sense for you and how you can get it to make sense for you and how you can get it to make sense for the business owner, because you're gonna lose business all day long. I'm not losing money on this. I'm not losing money on this at all. There's no chemicals required. It's basically just water-fed pole work. Every other month, I'll probably be needing to replace my water-fed pole filters along with all the other window cleaning we do. But this is just how I suggest you guys do your commercial bidding. You look at a job, you say, okay, what does it take to do this job? How long will it take me? Now, guys, I'm not factoring out expenses. Of course there's expenses and you want to factor that in. But for the most part, you want to look at a job and say, okay, how long is this going to take me? In this case, it's going to take me 2 days to complete 11 homes of this particular project. Okay, great. What am I willing to work for per hour or per day? What am I willing to work for given the fact that I'm going to be there the next month? Okay, so if it's $1,500 per day or $1,000 per day, that's your baseline standard. Well, that's just on one-time cleanings. But guys, we're showing up the next month and we're guaranteeing that revenue. So the way I looked at it, it goes, okay, look, there's no expenses really at all involved, just labor and lunch and maybe a handful of, maybe some basic squeegees, maybe some basic bleach every now and then. It's not that much expenses, guys. I said, you know what? I can go from $1,500 per day down to $1,100 because I know that every single month I'm going to get $4,400 coming in. So whether you guys have a big contract like this and it's reoccurring, or whether you're looking at just an apartment complex that's 50,000 square foot, look at it and go, how long is it going to take me? Okay, I'm thinking 5 days. How much am I willing to work for per day? Is it $1,200 or $1,000 for easy math? Great, $5,000. You look at that place and say, okay, if it's gonna take me 5 days, am I willing to make $5,000 after 5 days? And if you wanna factor in your bleach or your degreasers or stuff like that, you can't really factor, you're gonna factor in labor. The labor goes into my daily rate. I'm always gonna have labor, but you don't know exactly how much chemical or how much degreaser you're gonna use. So if you're doing a big parking garage and it's gonna take $1,000 worth of degreaser, that's an enormous amount of degreaser. But you can factor that in, okay, so normally it's $1,000 per day, but I have $1,000 worth of chemicals. I can add an extra $100 or $200 per day, $1,200. That takes care of my degreaser, that takes care of my labor, and I'm still making money. That is how you're gonna put yourself ahead of all these other guys that are looking at a big building and shooting them their square footage numbers based off how they bid residential. No one's gonna land customers like that, okay? So this is a way that you can pretty much give yourself a really, really good chance of landing the jobs, because I guarantee you, all these other guys are looking at these big buildings and they're not looking to hit a slam dunk home run. The slam dunk home run for them is getting this relationship, getting this monthly contract, getting an extra person in their CRM, getting whoever they know, okay, right? Because this is a big property manager, a big home builder. You think they know other people? Yeah. The relationship is almost worth more, or could be worth more, potentially worth more than what you could be getting just off the bat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're super excited with our new power washing contract for this year, and I hope to continue to provide more value to you guys over the next course of this year. If you got any kind of value from this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and drop a comment down below what you guys think, what you guys want to see next. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers this year. That way we can help more people get into the service business, and ultimately give them the confidence that they need to start their own business. So with that being said, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.